This is one of the most important videos that you can watch in your Counter-Strike 2 journey. Today, I'm going to teach you how to ultimately get to the top where you want to be, how to become a Counter-Strike 2 pro, and to avoid burnout, avoid all the challenges that you're going to face, and to overcome any obstacles that are in your way. Before we get into that, I do have a message from the sponsor of today's video. Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code CoJo. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description. So for those of you that don't know, I'm currently trying to grind the faceit leaderboards, and I'm in the top 10 in North America. I play in the highest domestic league in ECL, and I've traveled internationally playing in this game. Now, a lot of people ask me, CoJo, how do I get to where you are? How do I get to where you are and where I want to be? Right? It's a question that we all have, is how do we get better at this game, and how do we make this game our career, what we do, right? I'm blessed enough to have the opportunity to make Counter-Strike my job, what I do from day to day, and I have some very important advice to give you. So the thing that we need to understand is how to set goals, and it's something I've worked with every student so far in my personal coaching, and it's something that is so valuable, not just in Counter-Strike but in life. Is understanding how to set goals, right? We are not going to be a Counter-Strike 2 pro in one day, in 1 month, even maybe 1 year, right? And as soon as you can understand this and stop trying to change your life, change who you are as a player like that, we are going to be so much better. Too many of us are so happy and so hyped to become a better player and to, I want to be number one at face one day. I want to be FPL pro one day. I want to be here one day, right? And then we get so caught up in this giant goal that we don't look at the day-to-day picture and understand the progress that we need to take to get to where we want to be, right? Or on the other hand, we get way too discouraged because it looks like it's just so hard and we'll never make it, and this player is so good. CoJo just hits this crazy shot and I just can't do that. I can't play as good as he can. Well, of course, guys, of course. I look at players that are better than me, and sometimes I get discouraged, right? It's a human thing to compare ourselves to other players, right? I'm watching m0NESY play and I'm like, dude, this kid is so much younger than me and I can't play like m0NESY. Who cares, bro? I'm not m0NESY, right? I'm not m0NESY, you're not me, and we need to stop looking at all these other people and start looking at ourselves, right? And what I want you to think about is, what is my big goal? Say your goal is to make FPL, right? You might be faceit level 5 right now, but one day you want to be an FPL. That is your dream. That's your goal, right? So how are we going to get there? Okay, well, we're going to take that big goal, and that is our lifelong goal. That's our career goal. And we're going to break that down into steps that we can use every single day, every single week, month, year, whatever it is, right? So how do we get to FPL? Well, first, it's probably good to get to level 10. So maybe we make that our goal for the year, right? For the end of the year. I don't know when you're watching this video. If you're watching this video in March, you have, a lot of months ahead of you. You have 9 months, 8 months ahead of you that you can make that happen, right? Okay, well, we're not going to get level 10 in one day, right? So we need to break that down. Okay, by the end of this week, I want this much elo, right? You might hit that goal, you might not hit that goal, but at the end of the day, all that matters is if you are improving or you're not improving. If you're not improving, you are regressing and going backwards. And by not improving, I don't mean the amount of elo you have, but who you are and how you're playing as a player inside of Counter-Strike, right? You can lose elo, but actually, be playing good. People tell me, Coach, I can't do this anymore. I drop 40 kills every game and lose. Guys, trust me, I've been there, done that in both personal play, team play, everything. Counter-Strike can be so unsatisfying at times because you're doing everything you can. You're carrying your team, and you're not just baiting. You're doing the hard jobs. You're doing everything, and you still lose. Well, guess what? That's life. You put in all the hard work. You do everything that you're supposed to, and it still rains on you. It still is gloomy. It's still bad. That is life, and it's about overcoming that and getting over that. I have no pity for the people that tell me they quit CS because they can't carry their teammates anymore. They can't deal with the pugs, guys. I understand pugs when I'm playing it, matchmaking games, whatever, they're not fun sometimes, but you're looking at the short picture. If you are good enough, you will get to where you should be. It might be faster or longer depending on who it is, but you will get to where you're supposed to be. If you are dropping 40 frags every single faceit pug, you will not be level 5 anymore. Trust me, you will not. It might not happen in a day or a week, but it will happen in the long term. Over time, the more games you play, the balance of, you know, your average kills, just the way you're performing, the things you're doing are going to make you better. At the end of the day, you should be trying to improve and gain knowledge in some sort of way in order to make it so that you are that better player, right? Stop looking at Monacy, stop looking at me, and trying to get there in one day. It's such a dangerous thing to do, and the only person you should be looking at is yourself. You shouldn't be comparing yourself to others. You should be looking at your progress that you're making and understanding that in every single game that you play, you will be the player in that game, right? At 100% of the games you play, you are going to be there. In my pugs, there's never been a pug that I play that I haven't been in there. I have the choice, I have the chance to make every pug what I want it to be, every game what I want it to be. And if it doesn't go my way, we need to reset and move on to the next. There are some games that are unwinnable. There might be a cheater on the other team. There might be someone that literally is throwing on your team. There might be two players that lag out on your team. Why get so emotionally invested in that game when it's already a loss, right? If you can have the ability to reset and move on to the next game to further your goals and to get that elo back, then you are great. Who cares if you lost the past 10 games? Really, guys, who cares? At the end of the day, if you believe that you have what it takes, losing that 10 games means you're just at a lower rank, and it's almost like you're smurfing, right? If you truly believe you are better than the rank you are, then it should be like smurfing, and you should be understanding, you should be positive. One thing I'm trying to do so much better at is be positive to my teammates in these games and pugs, right? We all want to win, right? We're competitors. We all want to win. And at the end of the day, why lose your sanity? Why get upset at people on the internet because they didn't shoot someone back how you wanted them to, or they're trolling or whatever, right? At the end of the day, if someone is ruining your day that much and making you that miserable, it is on you. It's on you at the end of the day, right? You have the ability, you have the choice to let things affect you, how you react to things. Like, it's not easy. I'm not telling you that you need to be a perfect person and do these things, but I'm just letting you know that, like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it to cave into these pressures, to the stress, and it's better to just understand that some games are unwinnable. Unfortunately, some games are unwinnable. There's nothing you're gonna be able to do. Still try your hardest, but don't get emotionally attached to games that are just chalked from the beginning, right? Really get emotionally invested and try your hardest in the games that you have the greatest chances to win and that you can have your impact on, right? If there's 4 cheaters on the other team, don't try hard, bro. Don't try hard. Don't use all your effort and mental on a game that is literally never going to let you win, right? Move on, reset for the next game, and let the past be the past. Learn from the past. Don't dwell on it. If you dwell on the past, you're going to stay in level 5 and you're not going to rank up. So these are some things to think about for you on your journey to the top. I think every single Counter-Strike 2 player needs to hear this message, at least those who want to play seriously and want to keep grinding and getting better at this game. A lot of good stuff out there, and I hope that this message was very helpful. If you want to see me get my mental tested and play live as I'm climbing to the top of Faceit, go ahead and check out my live stream, twitch.tv/CoJoMoCS. Currently, we're in the top 10 of Faceit in North America. I'm battling for a share of $100,000. I really want to get this money and put my stamp on North American CS. So maybe one day we'll have a sticker in game. Until then, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you for watching this videos. Check the videos on your screen right now, and I'll see y'all later. Peace out.